Welcome to a Vinyasa class. My name is Renee. Come on down into child's pose where we will begin. Knees wide, big toes touch. Just sink your hips back into your heels. Relax your elbows down. Reach towards the top of your mat. Relax your forehead and take a few deep breaths right in the back side of your body. Feel your rib cage expand on those inhales. Find that ujjayi breath, the breath that rolls in and out through your nose. Lengthen your inhales and exhales as you draw your fingertips to the top of your mat. Engage your elbows off your mat. Take a breath in and breath out. And shift onto all fours into tabletop. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone lifts, heart opens. Exhale, press and round and curl, chin to your chest, hips forward. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone lifts, open your heart, spread your ribs. Exhale, press and round and curl, chin to your chest, navel in and up. Inhale, gaze up, cow pose, heart forward, ribs nice and open. Exhale, round and curl, chin to your chest, coil out through your spine. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round and curl it out, navel in. Come back to a neutral spine. Expand your left leg back, your right arm forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your elbow. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, round, knee to your elbow. Inhale, lengthen, pause here, bend your back knee, reach around, grab the top of your foot. Press your foot into your hand, let that right shoulder pull back. Breath in. And exhale, release your knee and hand down, wiggle out your tail right and left. Expand your right leg back, left arm forward, breath in. Exhale, knee to your elbow. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, round, knee to your elbow. Inhale, lengthen, extend, and pause. Bend your knee, reach around, grab the top of your foot. Press your foot into your hand, heart expands open. Nice breath in. And exhale, release your hand and knee, wag your tail right and left. Tuck your toes and shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out wide, draw your outer shoulders down, and pedal out your feet. Bend your right knee and then your left. And then sink both heels down to your mat. Navel in, press your chest toward your thighs. Tailbone up and back. Full breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. Relax your head. Draw your tailbone up and back and sink your heels down. Rise to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Crawl your feet towards your hands, ragdoll. Feet at hip width distance. Grab opposite elbows. Sway side to side. Shake your head out, yes and no. Release your hands to your mat. Bend your knees. Interlace your hands over your head behind your back. And stretch in your shoulders and your chest. Make sure that head is nice and heavy. And release your hands to your mat. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Shoulders pull back at the top. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, flat back, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift, press your shins back, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to a high plank. Breath in and breath out. Full breath in. Heart forward. Exhale, hold. Take a full breath in. Navel in. Lower all the way to your mat, elbows in towards your midline, towards your ribs. Inhale, gaze up, cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, lift your chest. Feel the stretch in your upper back. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Press up, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Open out your hip, bend your knees, circle your ankle. Straighten your right leg, square your hips, lift from your back inner thigh, and sink your heel down. Lift your left leg up, open it out, bend your knees, circle out your ankle, stretch your left leg up and back, downward facing dog. Rise to the balls of your feet to step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, flat back, palms touch, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, flat back, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Stretch your chest open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Step, maybe float top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, flat back up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, flat back, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga, step or float, vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose, shoulders in line with your wrists. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, knee to your nose, lift your back heel high and step it through. Drop your back knee down, low lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Press your hip flexors forward. Inhale, lengthen in your chest. Place your right hand down and your left arm up and over. So right hand rests on your top of your right thigh. Side stretch on that left side waist. Then place both hands down to your mat. Shift back, half split. Glide your right heel forward, flex your foot. Breath in to lengthen, and exhale, fold. Plant the sole of your right foot down, tuck your back toe under, chair pose. Weight into your heels, arms reach high, sink your tailbone nice and low. Pull your biceps a little closer towards your ears, lift in your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Step or float through your vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, knee to your nose, shoulders in line with your wrists. Step it forward. Drop your back knee down. Low lunge, reach your arms high. And chin lifts off your chest. Take a breath. Then release your left hand down to your top of your thigh, right arm up and over, find the side stretch. Place both hands down, half split. Shift your hips back, glide your left heel forward, breath in. Exhale, fold. Pull your left hip crease back and up. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Plant the sole of your front foot down to your mat, chair pose. Bend your knees, inhale, reach your arms high. Sink your tailbone low, weight into your heels. Breath in to lift your heart. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, jump or float, step, vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to your nose. Warrior one, spin your back heel down, reach your arms high. Square your hips, take a breath to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose. Warrior one, spin your back heel down. Inhale, arms expand high. Gaze up, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, step or float, top of your mat. Breath in to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Chair pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose. Spin your back heel down, warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Maybe that right leg lifts up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, warrior one. Back heel down. Hips are squared. Take a breath. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Maybe that left leg lifts. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Step or float, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, one breath. Hands to your heart center. Draw your left elbow, right knee. Press your right palm into your left. Sink your tailbone nice and low and draw your navel over to the left side. Find a twist in your upper back as your chest opens and expands to the right. Soften in your shoulders. Point your right elbow up towards the sky. Breath to lengthen. And exhale, twist. Full breath in. Exhale, sweep your arms down and up. Other side, hands to your heart center and right elbow, left knee. Press your left palm into your right. Maybe your thumbs draw to your heart center. Open and wrap the left shoulder back. Draw the navel to the right. Your chest expands to the left. Soften into your heels, glutes down. Take a breath. Sweep your arms high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg high. Inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose, warrior two. Open all the way out. Use the left hand to bring you up. Heel toe your back foot back. Find some nice space and depth here. Wrap your right knee open. Externally rotate. Sink the right glute down. Shoulders in line with your hips. Sink it low. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm down, right arm up. Float your hands down. Spin to the ball of your back foot. Drop your back knee down. Half split. Stretch it back. Then plant the sole of your right foot down. Standing leg split. Left leg reaches high. You can play with your balance. Draw your left hip down. Right hand can come to your ankle, then your left. An option to pull your elbows around your calf. Find your dristi just above your mat. Plant both hands back down. Chair pose. Inhale, arms up. Sink your hips low. Right arm underneath your left. Eagle. Right knee up and over. Find your bind, half bind or full bind. Start to draw your tailbone down, your shoulders, shift them back in line with your hips. Take a breath in, lift your elbows, and exhale, hands away from your face. Unwind, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Tree pose, left side. Left foot comes above or below your knee. Hands at your heart center, shoulders down. Grow tall through the back of your neck. And open your left knee. Feel yourself rooted into the mat. Then begin to find your fullest expressions. Expand your arms up towards the sky. Lift your chin off your chest. Pull your hands back to your heart center. Your left knee draws in and step it back. Interlace your hands behind your back. Humble warrior. Warrior one stance. Let your shoulders relax inside your right knee. Arms over your head. Relax your jaw. Pull the right hip crease back and breathe. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Heel toe your back foot back. Prasarita, straighten your right leg, toes in, heels out, wide-legged forward fold. You can place your hands in a tripod stance or maybe grab your ankles and pull your chest through. See if you can maintain a flat spine. If you notice that your head touches your mat, you just need a shorter stance. And draw your sit bones open and back, tailbone up towards the sky. Then draw your hands to your hips. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, warrior two, nice and deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, float your hands down, spin to the ball of your back foot. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Shift to high plank. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your right foot on top of your left. Expand your right arm high. Side plank. Lift your left hip off your mat. Press away from your mat with the left hand. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Then right arm forward. Bicep towards your ear. Bump your right hip up even higher. Maybe that right leg lifts. Come to high plank. Knee to your left tricep. Expand your right leg out, fallen triangle, left heel spins down. Take a breath with that left arm up and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose, gaze forward. Warrior two, spin your back heel down. Heel toe your back foot back. Find a nice depth in your warrior two. Expand your left knee open. Shoulders in line with your hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades and back. Expand open in your collarbone. Good, nice and deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm down, left arm up. And exhale, float your hands down, spin to the ball of your back foot. Draw your back knee down, half split, just for a breath. Standing leg split. Plant the sole of your left foot down, right leg lifts high. You can stay here or play with your balance. And take your right hand behind your ankle and then your left. Maybe those elbows come around your calf as you pull your chest towards your thighs. Continue to dip the right hip down, lift from the back inner thigh. Dip your right pinky toe down. Find that balance. And plant both hands back down. Chair pose, bend your knees. Utkatasana, arms sweep up high. Eagle. Take the left arm underneath your right. Left knee comes up and over. Find a half bind or that full bind here. Shoulders squeeze down and back. Inhale, elbows lift. Exhale, press your hands away from your face. And breathe. Right, unwind. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Tree pose, right side. Pull your right foot either above or below your knee. Find your drishti, long in your neck. Pull your right knee open. Find your foundation, all four corners of your feet planted and rooted into your mat. Then your fullest expression. And if you fall out like I did, just come back into it. Use your drishti for your balance. Squeeze your shoulder blades and lift your chin. And hands draw back to your heart center. Your right knee pulls in and step it back. Interlace your hands, humble warrior. So warrior one stance, release your head down, your arms over your head. Let that head hang heavy. Pull your left hip crease back, but bend your knee in line with your ankle. Most of the time you need to bend a little deeper than you think you do in this pose. So find that depth and stretch in your shoulders. Inhale, rise for warrior one and open out through warrior two. Straighten both legs, wide-legged forward fold, toes in, heels out. Option for a tripod headstand. Draw your elbows in, walk your hands back, and rest the crown of your head onto your mat. Use your center as you rotate your legs all the way up. Squeeze your inner thighs, your knees, your ankles, point your toes. And quite a bit of pressure on your hands here. Use your center and pull your knees in. You can come back out through a crow pose. Knees rest onto the backs of your thighs, and then lift your chin and chest and set it down. So option to come back the way you came in. Then bring your hands to your hips, flat back up, and open out warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, float your hands down. Spin to the ball of your back foot. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll to high plank. Side plank. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top of your right. Left fingertips nice and high. Press away from your mat. Lift your right hip up. Keep pressing it up. Squeeze your navel in. Maybe that left leg lifts up. High plank. Knee to your right tricep, fallen triangle. Straighten your left leg. Spin your back heel down and reach your right arm high. Expand your heart up towards the sky. Press away from your mat with that left hand. Reach your right arm forward. Give that side a stretch. And flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. Inhale, right leg high. Step it through, warrior two. Straighten your right leg, triangle pose. Reach your right arm forward. Dip your chest down. Use the back of your right hand on your inner ankle. Expand your ribs up towards the sky. Pull that right hip crease back. The left hip wraps open. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Really reach up out of the sideways, navel in, low belly engaged. And back to warrior two, peaceful warrior, and half moon. Step your right hand forward, lift the left leg up. Expand your left fingertips high. Squeeze your shoulder blades, maybe play with the balance and float. Lift your fingertips off your mat. Flex your back foot and step it back. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, float your hands down. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog, and half pigeon. Sweep it through. Shin parallel to the top of your mat. Relax your forearms down. Shoulders are nice and soft. Make sure your hips are squared. And relax in your shoulders. And take about 5 deep breaths. Let that neck go. And you can deepen the pose by walking your hands out forward, letting your forehead melt to your mat, and just letting go. Plant your hands down, tuck your back toe under, high plank, and lower all the way down to your mat. Locust. Reach your arms out into a T, point your toes, lift your knees. Crown of your head is an extension of your spine, so try not to crunch in your neck. Full inhale. Press up to high plank, downward facing dog, left leg high, inhale. Exhale, step it through, warrior two, spin your back heel down. Straighten your left leg, inhale, reverse your warrior, and triangle pose. Reach that left arm forward, use the back of your hand on your inner ankle and your right fingertips nice and high. Draw the left hip crease back, open the right hip open, and notice if you're allowing that left hand to press into your ankle so much that you're taking the force and pressure off of your core. So let that left arm hang down and notice the strength and power in your center. Expand out through your right elbow and come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, half moon. Reach forward. Take your hand underneath your shoulder. Stack your right hip on top of your left. Flex your foot. Reach your right arm up towards the sky and maybe find a float and lift your fingertips off your mat. And breathe. Relax and soften through your jaw. Once you find that strength, let's step it back. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Plant your hands, high plank, lower to your mat, locust pose. Reach your arms out into a T, point your toes, lift your knees, give it your all right here, big breath. Plant your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, press up high plank, downward facing dog, left leg lifts high. Sweep it through half pigeon, shin parallel to the top of your mat, square your hips. Relax your elbows down, shoulders down. Let it go, soften in your jaw. And notice if you're dumping into your left hip, square it off, sink your right hip down a little deeper. And we'll be here for about 5 breaths. You can take this pose deeper by walking your hands forward and melting your forehead down to your mat. Or stay right here, yogi's choice. Start to lift in your chest and fold it down. One more breath because it just feels good. Slide your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your back toe under. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Step or float your feet through your legs. Come to a seated position. Expand your legs out. Flex your feet. Reach your arms high. And reach towards your toes. And find a flat back. Sandwich your chest towards your thighs. Feel your sit bones beneath you. As you exhale, pull your chest a little deeper. Lift your chest up, wiggle out your toes, slide the soles of your feet together, your knees wide, and fold into your butterfly. You can use your elbows on your inner thighs and gently press and massage your inner thighs. And lift up in your chest, draw your knees in. Slowly take your lower back down to your mat. Leave your chest lifted, slide your feet down to your mat, flip your palms down, and begin to pulse. Draw your navel down towards your mat, down towards your spine, and just continue to pulse, pulse, pulse. Fire up your core. Keep some space between your chin and your chest, and let's take it up to full Navasana boat pose. Just to begin to pulse your arms down. Fire up your core. Leave your chest broad. Keep your focus out and beyond your toes. And slowly roll it down. Reach your fingertips towards your heels. Bridge pose, lift your hips. Flip your palms up. And breathe. Squeeze your glutes and lift your hips even higher. And slowly let your hips fall down. An option for another bridge or full wheel. Place your hands back behind you, roll to the top crown of your head, and then walk your hands closer towards your feet as you press up. You can walk your feet wide to the edges of your mat. And where you are, draw your chin to your chest, come all the way down. Then windshield wiper your knees side to side. And draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins for a nice embrace. And happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet, your elbows on the insides of your knees, and rock it out side to side. Draw your knees into your chest, widen your arms into your T, and let your knees fall to the left as you gaze to the right. As you expand your breath through your ribs, notice the twist happens a little deeper. You can feel it a little stronger. And bring your knees back in and take them over to the right as you gaze to the left. Take your knees back in. Wrap your arms around your shins for one warm embrace, an embrace of self-love and gratitude for making it to your mat. And when you're ready, release out into your final resting pose for Shavasana. Draw your chin, just tuck your chin in and roll your shoulders under. Let your toes flop out, your palms face up. And for this moment, allow yourself to be right here, right now. Just you and your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rock your neck side to side. Reach your arms up over your head, stretch in both directions. Then bend your knees into your chest, roll to your favorite side. Press yourself up to a seated position. Draw your hands to your heart center. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. The light in me shines in the light in you. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more. Thanks.